Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be an unboxing of the Koko and Claire Spring Collection. I don't know if this collection had a specific name or if it was just called the Spring Collection. I'll have it linked in the description box if you're curious and checking it out. It is not an affiliated link. Koko and Claire doesn't know who I am. I bought this myself and I am super excited to jump in and do some swatches. They looked really gorgeous online and on Instagram and stuff, so let's jump in and see. So opening up the box, it looks like we've got, ooh, okay, first of all, that I wasn't expecting to see. Is that a brush? Hold on, we'll get to that in a sec. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 gel polishes in this collection. And is this a brush? It's so pretty. Hold on. It's like this really nice, hefty rose gold metal. It's really nice and a nice weight. Oh, it's a dotting tool. And on this side, we've got another dotting tool. Okay, fine. So I'm pretty sure this is because they were showing on like their Instagram and on different posts on social media that you can like use a dotting tool to create really gorgeous like patterns and swirls and stuff in the gel before curing it. And it creates this really beautiful look. So I'm super excited to test that out and see what it looks like. And it's so cool that they gave a dotting tool with that to help create that design. I think that's really cool, really special, especially because like I had no idea this was going to be in here. So that's super fun. I'm going to pop out all of these gels because the box keeps closing, and then we can look at the names, see what they look like, and do some swatches on swatch sticks. So I popped out all of the gels from the box, and I did take a little bit of a sneak peek at the names that they have at the bottom so that I can label the swatch sticks that I'm going to be using. So here are the swatch sticks. I just got them off of Amazon, and I use a label maker also that I got off of Amazon just to mark down so that I know which ones they are. And I will zoom in and we can do some fun swatching. Starting with 561 Whispering Cloud. That is a gorgeous, like iridescent blue gel polish. This looks so pretty. So because of the design element that Koko and Claire suggests, or at least they showed in their like posts and stuff about using the dotting tool to create really cool designs, I am actually going to swatch on the top side of the swatch sticks. If you've seen any of my swatching videos or any videos where I've swatched stuff, normally I like swatching on the inside over here so that the plastic top layer can kind of give the effect of a top coat without having to waste top coat. But I don't know if we'd get that same effect of like the swirly design with the dotting tool if I swatch on the inside. You know, let's give that a try, and I'll start by doing my normal method of swatching, and if it doesn't look as good, I'll swatch on top and then just put a layer of top coat over it to give that shiny effect. So let's start with my normal way of swatching. So I like swatching on the inside. And this is a gorgeous color. It's like white with this gorgeous iridescent shifty blue. I'll turn on the flash so we can see what that looks like. The sun literally just went behind a cloud as I was talking. That's, I guess, an issue of swatching or filming with natural sunlight, but I feel like you get the best depiction of the color with natural sunlight. So I'll just turn on the flash quickly, and then you can just see how gorgeous that looks. But before curing, I want to use the dotting tool. I'm going to use the smaller end of the dotting tool, I think. And you do what what Koko and Claire has shown, where you do like swirly designs. And it creates this really beautiful, like, multifaceted effect. That's really pretty. I think you can still get the effect of the design while doing like my normal swatching like this. So I'm just going to do some swirling. I'm not really sure exactly how detailed you're supposed to get with this. Maybe I'll do another swatch on top just so we can like see the difference and see if there's a preference, at least when it comes to the swatches. But this looks so pretty, and I love this color with the iridescence. And here's with the flash off. Sorry that it just got so dark. Hopefully the sun will come out again in a second. Next up, we have the shade 562 Rosy Veil. This one looks super gorgeous as well. I mean, all of these look stunning. They're all these like gorgeous, like iridescent, shimmery shades. And let's have the camera focus quickly. There we go. Look how pretty that is. So for this one, I'm going to swatch it on the top of the swatch stick just so that we can compare and see if the effect is stronger this way. And if it doesn't make a difference, then I'll just go back to my normal swatching. So, and I feel like for this kind of design, you kind of want to layer up the gel a little bit, kind of like with the cat eye. The more gel, the better the effect is. That is super pretty. Again, let's put on a flash so we can just see that gorgeous, like, iridescence. Look how stunning that is. And now let's use the dotting tool, where did I put it? Right here. And do some like the swirly effects. I don't know if I'm doing this properly. I don't know if there's like a right or wrong way to do it. But, I mean, that looks super stunning and really cool. Let me just get out that air bubble. That looks really beautiful. So here are the two side by side. You can see how absolutely gorgeous these are. And this is the one that I did the like swirly design on the inside, the swatch on the inside, and this one has a swatch on the top. And I don't think it really makes that much of a difference which way I do it for the swatches at least. I think they both have a really nice impact. So what I think I'm going to do is do them on the inside, but also do a second layer. So for this one over here, do a second coat, and for this one as well, do a second coat on the inside, just so that we can build up the pigmentation so that they have a stronger base to sit on, but do the swirly effect first, and then do like another layer without the swirled effect behind it. Just so we could build up the color, but look how gorgeous those two initial ones are. Can't wait to keep swatching. So the next shade we have here is called Peach Blossom. Looks like it's going to be this gorgeous, light, soft orange shade. Ooh, look how beautiful that is with that gorgeous, like, iridescent shimmer. Let me turn on the flash so we can really appreciate that. Oh, it fell. Look at that. It's got kind of got like this gorgeous, like, green glitter running through it, greenish gold. So pretty. I cannot wait to swatch that. So let's give that a go. So again, I'll be swatching on the inside, I'll do the pattern, and then I'll do a second layer behind that just to build up the opacity so that we can really see the colors. So I am going to swatch this over here, and again, putting on a bit more gel than I normally would because this is a thinner pigment, like it's not a very rich pigment, it's much softer, and the design I think will come out much cooler with more gel. So using the dotting tool and just doing some swirls. I'm not sure if there's like a specific technique or specific look that you can do with it, but look how beautiful that is. I think one of the biggest things to be mindful of that I noticed with the other two is that you can get like air bubbles, and in the other two I kind of like cured those air bubbles in there and you were able to see it. So with something like this, just be careful to get rid of all those little spots before curing it. But look how gorgeous. Once you like get those different like waves, you can really see the different colors. So pretty. And here's what it looks like after I did the second smooth layer in the back, just to help build up the opacity and just maybe fill in any gaps. And I'll turn on the flash here as well, just so we can really see how gorgeous that is. I love that green sparkle shifting through. So pretty. Next, we have the shade Golden Dew. Looks like it's going to be a gorgeous, soft yellow. Ooh, look how beautiful that is. This one also looks like it's got the slightest bit of a green glitter, like sheen running through it. Let's see what it looks like with the flash. Ah, look how stunning that is. Ooh, I love that. It's got gorgeous little green and gold flecks in it. So gorgeous. I cannot wait to swatch this one. So here we are swatching Golden Dew. And I want to try something. The other swatches, I was putting like a rather heavy swatch to get the effect. I want to see if with this one, if we do it in a thinner swatch and then build up the pigment behind it in the second coat if that will be a prettier or a nicer design. Just playing around with it. I've never done anything like this before, so I'm curious to see how it goes. So we do some swirls with the dotting tool. Ooh, look how pretty that is. Oh, it looks like, I mean, I kind of want to say it looks like a galaxy. Maybe galaxies are not necessarily like this gorgeous bright yellow, but like the swirls and the glitter and the shine and everything is definitely making me think of like a galaxy. Look how gorgeous that is. So I'm going to cure it like that and do a second layer and see if I prefer it this way with a thinner coat or if I like the thicker one. So here it is with the second layer built up in the back. I'm not sure if it's because of the color or because of the thinner application that I did to get this design, but I think I like it better with a thicker application just based on the other swatches that I've done. However, this one is still super, super gorgeous. This kind of design with playing around with like the dotting tool and the swirls and stuff is definitely something I'm going to have to play around with. I've never done anything like this with this kind of technique before, or these kinds of gorgeous iridescent gels. So let me know your favorite ways of doing designs. Do you just swirl it around like I'm doing, or is there a specific technique? I would love to know so that I can really get the most out of these. But honestly, so far, these are absolutely stunning. I'm loving each one. Next up, we have 565 Lilac Dreams, a gorgeous purple. Look how stunning that is. Ugh, gorgeous. It's got these beautiful, subtle blue shimmers in there. So, so, so stunning. Oh, I cannot wait to see what this looks like swatched out. So I have my swatch stick here ready to go. Let's do some fun designs. So I'm going to apply a thicker layer and see how this goes. I wonder if it's the contrast between the colors that gives the designs a different look, because the yellow one had a softer look to it, but its shimmers were green, so the difference between green and yellow is not so different. But when you have the green shimmer on the orange gel, the shade Peach Blossom, that looked a little bit more vibrant, maybe because of the contrast between the glitter inside the gel. Maybe that makes a difference. I'm not really sure. I'm just speculating over here. But here we've got blue glitter or blue shimmer inside purple, and blue and purple are pretty close together. So I'm wondering if we'll kind of have the same effect as the yellow one that we just swatched. Let's see. Or if it's all to do with like the amount of gel that you apply. Again, something I have to play around with. And if you know, or you have some theories of your own, let me know. Or if you're familiar with this, leave all of your tips and tricks down below. Ooh, look how gorgeous that is. Oh my gosh, that is so stunning. I can imagine doing something like this on top of like a black base or a really, really deep purple or deep blue and really getting that like Milky Way galaxy look to it. Oh, this is so stunning. Really, really love that. Next, we have the shade 566 Celestial Mist. Looks like it's going to be gorgeous blue. Aside from these gel polishes being absolutely stunning, the names that they have, like Whispering Cloud, Celestial Mist, this one's closed really tightly. Ooh, got it. The names of them are so beautiful. It's like really just, they sound so soft and ethereal and beautiful. It's just like a whole other level of just beauty and fun is like these gorgeous names. It feels like I'm in like a fantasy or something. They're so, I don't know exactly like the word I'm trying to say, like they're so romantic and soft. I love it. But here we have Celestial Mist. And it looks like it's got this gorgeous yellowy gold shimmer to it. Look how gorgeous that is. So beautiful. So let's give this one a swatch. Here we've got my swatch stick. And the swatch sticks that I use are all from Amazon. I can have them linked down below. Again, not sponsored, not affiliated, nothing like that. These are just the ones that I use. I like them. And that's just about it. Let's do some fun swirls. This one looks so pretty. Look how gorgeous. You can, even like without it being necessarily swirled, you can just see such a gorgeous like shift with that gold yellow in the blue. It's gorgeous. I love blue and yellow. I think it's such a gorgeous combination and an underrated one as well. I think it's such a pretty duo. Really, it's such a nice color. Oh, I love how this is looking. Ooh, look, you can see like all of the different shifts. I'm going to go again and do more swirls because I feel like this one is not showing up. Maybe I did too much gel and it's kind of like shifting back. Yeah, it seems like this one is like slightly thicker in consistency compared to the other ones. I'm not really sure why, but, or maybe I just applied too much. I'm not really sure what the difference is, but I'm just going to take a tiny bit off because it seems like the gel was just like resettling and like self-settling back and kind of ruining the design before I had a chance to cure it. So just took a bit of that off and we'll do some more swatches. Also, if you can hear the children screaming in the background, I apologize. There is a kindergarten right across the street from me and the kids are outside playing. And when they're out there, they like to scream. And I can hear it from my apartment. And I don't know if the microphone is picking it up, but sorry, can't really do anything about that. So let's do some more swirls. Ooh, look how pretty. Again, I got one of those air bubbles. Something to be mindful of. But this looks absolutely gorgeous. For some reason, I'm feeling like I'm not really getting as much of a swirled effect with this one as I have been with the other ones. Maybe you can tell in like, just like seeing it. It's almost like this gel's like self-leveling faster than the other ones. But it's super beautiful. I'm going to give it one more quick swirl and then pop it into the lamp so that it doesn't shift back into place. But this looks so pretty. And lastly, we have the shade 567 Meadow Haze. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful green color. I love the color. It's like we got like a gorgeous little pastel rainbow going on. So beautiful. And this one also looks like it's got that yellowish gold shift to it. Look how beautiful. So pretty. Let's give that last one a swatch. And I'll go light on the swatch here so that we can play around without the gel self-leveling. Maybe I was just putting it too much and that's why it was self-leveling and kind of like smushing the design before I had a chance to cure it. So we'll go a little bit lighter with this one. And grabbing the dotting tool, doing some fun little swirls. Ooh, that looks really pretty. Look how nice that is. Maybe that's what you're supposed to do, like just really gorgeous, different kind of swirly designs. Ooh, that is so super pretty. I love how that looks. That's really cool. And here is the full collection all swatched out using the gorgeous dotting tool that this set came with to do some beautiful swirly nail art. Let's pop on the flash so we can see. Look how absolutely stunning this is. I love them. Honestly, I think Peach Blossom is my favorite simply because it's got the most like contrast between the gel and the glitter. So with all of these, the glitters are pretty close in color to the gel. Like this one is a pink one. This one has blue with the purple, green with the yellow. But with the orange, it's got a green shimmer to it. And I think that just adds something really unique. This one's also beautiful, the white with the blue iridescence. I think that's absolutely stunning as well. Again, I'm going to have to play around with this swirly design, but even if you didn't want to do the swirly design and you were just using this as a polish as is without doing any detailed work, I think these are absolutely stunning. The gorgeous shimmer just adds such a beautiful intrigue and something different to just basic pastel gels. I think it's absolutely gorgeous, really adds some really unique dimension and contrast to these nails. I think these are absolutely stunning. I cannot wait to play around with these more. Again, leave your tips and tricks for this kind of nail art down below. I would love to hear from you. Let me know which one of these was your favorite, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!